at the 15. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will get first crack at it today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Trying play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Welsh. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 Conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
So the TCU Horned Frogs offense has its first opportunity of the day. To throw, it's Hoover. Got his man. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And he's snowed under.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's work.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Price. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Salter. On the move, he fires. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's got room. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
To the air on second down. Grabs it in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, TCU!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was paydirt.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Price. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Caught in the backfield, it's Smalls. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Dropping back, it's Salter. Quickly complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Buffaloes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. The Buffaloes will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's McAllister. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You held the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Got it in the middle, it's Miller. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Buffaloes are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch?
Hauls it in, the first down and more. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. There's the pressure. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Dropping back, it's Salter. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab, it's Williams. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to North Texas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Horned Frogs in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
You know, strong safeties are known for their ability stopping the run. Not so much in pass coverage or in rushing the passer, but that strong safety there showing you all of his ability.
Release to the back. With the catch, it's Payne. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Great place to start for this offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Smalls. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, give me some positive yards.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. They're setting up the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. After putting up a 3 spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the... He's brought down at the 26. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The inside handoff. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
It's complete on the right side. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Gets rid of it. Finds his tight end. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll leave it with him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Makes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The Buffaloes buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. That's reeled in. It's Miller. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Last completion moved the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air. It's Salter. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Fires complete on the crosser. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Now on first down from the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Gonna run it. It's Welch. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll cut this lead down to 5. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. From inside the 10, here he comes. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Gonna let it fly. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. A tremendous play to make the interception, and then the return takes him close to the 50-yard line.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive, but you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 15, here's the return. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Creates a little room. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And the Buffaloes will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Makes the catch. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Yeah, and you got to love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
On the run, it's Barnes. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And the Horned Frogs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Looking for the goal line. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hornfrog!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulane is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 17 to North Texas. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Looking for a man, it's Salter. Catch in the middle, it's Williams.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Power football with the run. There he goes! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. The Buffaloes will to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Spits it out to the back. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw it to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
To the air, it's Hoover. Hauls it in. Got room at the 35. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the running back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what...
Oh, out of space. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Horned Frogs are flying down the field. Running back searching for a hole.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. Might as well stick with him. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Fires to the big fella. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. The give to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Oh, better look out. Got a first down. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Right on the money.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his target down the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Trying to find the end zone. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. And the Buffaloes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together, using his legs to buy some time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
They got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Oh, how that would have swung the momentum, but instead it's just deflection, and they give up another completion.
And, Reese, we hear it all the time. It's a game of inches. Look how close that was to changing this game. For the defense creating some momentum, trying to get back into it, and the offense gets the big break.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.